But okay, we're getting to the end of the problems that I took a look at. But the next problem is sort of saying, what angle does the tangent to the curve y over x is equal to, I don't know, like sine squared of like x, or, over something like, there's some coefficient in front of x, but I don't really care, plus 17 sine of cx at x is equal to some certain value. And the way to do this problem, right, it's going to look like some weirdo. It's not going to look like a perfect sine curve. It's going to look like something kind of wacky because there's a sine squared and a sine. Yeah. But the idea behind this problem, how do I put it? So the idea behind this problem is calculus is going to save us. Yeah. Because what calculus lets us do is figure out what y prime of x is. I'm going to just redraw this to sort of zoom in on a certain point. Y prime of x is going to let us say, all right, this is basically a tangent line, right? Are you all kind of familiar with the idea of a tangent line at this point?
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Well, this problem is sort of wrapped in some kind of scary trig terms, but really it's just asking you to take a derivative and figure out what the tangent line is. Because y prime is basically going to be the slope of the tangent line, right? And once you have the slope of the tangent line, that is basically going to be your vector information. My pen just appears to have died here. Interesting. But this problem should be quite simple, even though it might seem kind of scary at first. Does that make sense? Once you get the information for the derivative, that should tell you what the slope is. And from the slope, you should be able to figure out what a appropriate value for theta is, if I remember this correctly. Yeah? Because you can kind of think of a slope in a 2D graph as basically a vector. Does that make sense? If you just think of a tangent line as a vector, then suddenly you should be able to figure out what the angle is. By just, I think, taking the arctan or something like that. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, let me just give you a super stupid toy example, right? Like, if the slope was like, minus a half, right? That's basically saying the rise over run is like 1 over 2. And you should be able to figure out the angle from there.
Yeah.
Right?
Using 10.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not the hypotenuse, by the way. This is like rise over run.
Mm-hmm.
Rise over run. But yeah, that shouldn't be crazy, right? That shouldn't be crazy. Okay.